Hello,
Hi.
and welcome to the latest episode of The Peak and the Pit. I'm Jazz,
I'm Kat.
and that was a phone noise. Did no one hear it? We're back.
Oh my God, we are.
We've made it to episode 4.
Honestly, it's gone so fast.
I know, time has flown.
Yeah.
I feel like 2021, I thought it was going to be a bit of a drag, but we're near the end.
I can't believe it.
Well,
February.
we're not near the end of we're not near the end of 2021, unfortunately.
Happy New Year.
No, we're just near the end. Well, we're at the end of the month. Like, it's
We are.
February. Yeah, we've done it. Episode 4. If you are just tuning into episode 4, though, there is 1, 2, and 3, believe it or not, before
Yes,
this.
Make sure that you go back and you listen.
Yeah, get back. What are you doing here? Thanks again to everyone that's got in touch on our Instagram. We really appreciate it when you interact with us. It makes our lives a hell of a lot easier. And also, we want to know what your peak and pits are. So make sure you're following at thepeakandthepit _podcast and get in touch. Kat, how are you?
I'm all right. How are you?
I'm good. Yeah. No, I mean, I've had worse days. I've had better days. I'm like on that medium level of okay.
Oh, well, I'm glad you're here anyway.
Yes. Good job I turned up.
But yeah, you'll never guess what, you know.
What?
Do you remember episode 1
Yeah.
with the yoga?
Yes.
Yoga rave, which I absolutely loved.
Yes.
Well, I've been in touch with Liam.
Have you?
Yeah. There was just some questions I was dying to ask him. You know,
So did you
about-
slide into his DMs, Kat? Is that what you did?
I had his email address. And,
Oh,
yeah.
oh, she's an acquaintance. Oh, nice.
Yeah, so there's questions I really wanted to ask him, and I know that a lot of the viewers probably were thinking the same thing.
Yeah, because it was dead different. Like,
Yeah.
how do you go from like just practicing normal yoga to doing yoga at a rave?
Exactly.
I've got questions. I'm so glad you got in touch with him.
Definitely. What was the story behind him as well? Like, what made him go and live like a life of doing yoga?
Tranquility.
Yeah. So I wanted to know. So I emailed Liam, and he sent me over a video message.
What questions did you ask him? I'm so intrigued.
Yeah, so I asked him, like, you know, what made him start yoga? Because I know that he had issues with addiction in the past. So, like, how did yoga help him?
Right.
So I was really keen to find out, because obviously it was just something that really just kind of, because we both did yoga for a week, didn't we?
Yeah, and I suppose it leads on to like, how did this fitness regime
Yeah.
link into his mental health? Like, did it leave well, obviously left a positive impact. He's now doing it as a career.
He is, yeah.
So, I'm liking it. I'm liking it. So what question did he answer?
Should you ever listen and see what he said?
It made me assess my whole life, find a new path, like something that like a focal point for my life. Like, obviously my life wasn't just yoga and just a spiritual thing, but it gave me a discipline and a practice to commit to, and through that I saw positive transformation in my physical body, my mental state, my connection to my heart, diet, what I was eating. I became a vegan from practicing yoga just naturally. It wasn't like anyone was forcing it down my throat. I just stopped. I just was feeling sick and disgusted if I ate eggs or if I ate cheese and stuff and milk. So it just gradually just started cutting all these things out, which leads to better mental states, less agitation in your system. So for depression, it's amazing. It's just like a focus and a practice, and it starts to have, you just basically, people come to my yoga classes and I'm like, you sure you want to start yoga? It's going to change your life, you know. You might end up changing all your friends, all your clothes, all your outlook, all your personality, you know. And people are like, what? And I'm like, yeah, it's pretty scary, but it'll be good and you'll feel better if you do that. So yeah, it massively helped with my depression. I went from going buying drugs in every city that I went to going and trying to find a decent yoga class.
Wow.
I know. Mind-blowing, innit?
It changed his life.
I know.
Like,
yoga.
it's not even just like, oh, yeah, well, I feel all right after my yoga class. I'll go to Starbucks now and have a coffee. It changed his life.
I know. Can you just imagine if we carried on yoga, like what sort of change it could do for us?
Good on him.
Yeah.
He totally flipped his life on its head. I kind of want to go to one of his classes now.
I do.
Hopefully when this lockdown's lifted, I actually want to go and enjoy one of his classes in person.
I know. I feel like when I was talking about him on the first episode, I didn't sell him right because hearing about it in detail, it's just so much more to it than just like, like rave yoga or different types of yoga. It goes deeper than that.
100%. Like yoga is quite spiritual anyway, but I
Yeah.
think there's connections to most things people do. Like most sports or fitness that people do, it's usually rooted to something else.
Yeah.
Like they're doing that for an escape,
Mm-hmm.
or they're doing that to push themselves. Like it's not someone that just does it just to do it.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, sometimes you just go and do it because you feel like you've got to.
Yeah.
But I think everyone has more of a meaning to why they focus on something so much.
Definitely. And sometimes I don't even know what that meaning is. So it's discovering yourself, and that's what yoga's about, really, isn't it?
100%. But I feel like we're discovering ourselves with this.
We are.
That like
Growth.
this will lead us onto the challenge, okay? Leads us onto the challenge very nicely. I felt with this week's challenge,
Yeah.
it was the running.
Mhm.
Running. Sorry, I said running because I ran, but just seeing how far you can get in 30 minutes.
Yeah.
And then trying to beat that the next time and trying to beat that the next time. Well, I think for me, I did run it because I had started running a bit purely because the gyms are shut.
Yeah.
Like that was my cardio. Normally I like to go on like a rower or go on the Stairmaster. I would
Yeah.
never be on a treadmill. I hate the treadmill. So I started running anyway, but I think this, having to like compete with myself, I really enjoyed it. And I've also kind of discovered that I actually really enjoy running.
Do you?
Yeah, don't.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
I wish I did.
No, I think the first time I ran, I tried to set myself like, because it was 30 minutes, I thought if I can do a mile every 10 minutes,
Yeah.
I'll be really happy.
Mm-hmm.
But then I had that in my head and I thought, well, why would you just be happy with that? Try and beat that. So my first run before I'd even done it, where I did 3 miles 12,
Oh my
3.12
gosh.
miles. Second time I did it, I totally changed my music.
Right.
Because I thought, I ran like the clappers on that first one. I thought, I'm never going to beat this again. So, so I thought, what could I change? So I put more upbeat music on.
Yeah.
I never knew how much of a difference that would have.
Oh my gosh, it does.
Yeah.
It really does. I used to go to the gym quite a lot, and this was back in the day. And I always noticed when I put on like an upbeat song on, I'm always going for it. I feel like I'm in that music video.
Yeah, music
yeah.
video. Yeah, like God help anyone that saw me running because I'd probably look like RoboCop. But I was like legging it. It was
Yeah.
like just that music gave me so much more motivation.
It does. It's like that push in it, that push that you can't,
Yeah.
invisible push.
But I've never experienced that before because normally in a gym I'm doing more weight-based stuff. I'm training with people.
Right.
It's very rare I'll train on my own. So I don't listen to music.
Do you know what? That's why I love going. I love going to the gym on my own and stuff, just listening to music
It
by
was
myself.
like someone had put a rocket up my bum. I was going, and I beat how far the distance I ran. The second time I did it, I ran 3.24 miles.
Oh, wow.
So I was very impressed with my little self.
That's amazing. You should be proud of yourself. You've done amazing.
And the third time I was meant to do it, it was on a bit of a bad day.
Why?
I was in a foul mood.
Were you?
Oh, awful. And I was putting it off. Thought I don't want to run. I'm not going
Yeah.
out there. It's dark. It's windy. It's rainy. I'm not going. I'm not running. And it got to about 8 o'clock at night, and I was like, Jazz, you're lazy. You've not done anything all day. So I went out and ran.
That's good. That's really good.
I hit the same distance as the second run,
Yeah.
and I felt really good for doing it.
Yeah.
But I just wasn't in the mind frame. But I did my 3 runs. I got them in. I
Wow.
completed the challenge. I'm very happy with myself. And I'm not going to lie to you. I woke up the next day and was like, yes.
But how did you feel the day that you didn't want to go out and then you ended up going out?
Yeah, I felt mint. Like,
Oh,
I
good.
mean, it was a bit too little too late because it was about 9 o'clock at night by the time I got in, and I thought I'm just going to have a tea and get in bed.
Oh.
So, but if I'd have done that in the morning, maybe I would have felt better throughout the day.
Yeah.
That day was a write-off.
Was it?
I was in a foul mood.
Oh. Well, for me, I didn't really do running, which is, I'm not really a runner.
That's the beauty of it. Like, it was a
Yeah.
walk, jog, run, whatever you feel comfortable with.
Yeah, so I did a walk because I did brag about being a long distance walker, which I am. So I did walking, and I tried to beat my steps every time, and I did. But because obviously you put on a bit of speed, don't you, when you're walking if you want to beat your
Yeah.
steps.
Did you have a rocket up your bum?
I walked with my partner, so I didn't have the gloriousness of having some music on
Oh.
to give me that rocket. But Yeah, I was determined. The weather wasn't great, so I was determined to finish it.
Yeah.
But this week, honestly, I've not had a good week with my like anxiety,
Oh no.
stress, that type of thing. This week I've had a really bad week. Now it's almost like with anxiety and depression and things like that, it's almost like when you've got eczema and it's fine some days. I know
Yeah.
you suffer from eczema.
Yeah.
And then you have a flare up. It's almost like that. Like this week it's been a big flare up.
And you don't know where it comes from.
No, exactly, you don't. It's like, whoa.
And you're trying to put like, what's triggered this? And then you're overthinking, why do I feel like this?
Yeah, so it's just been one of them days where I've just kind of not really wanted to text anyone back. And if I did text people back, it would have been hours later or not at all. I've been quite a hermit. I've got myself out for my challenges, but I've not felt great.
Yeah.
But whilst I've been going for the walks, my challenges, I've felt good in that space of time. But it's that awful thing with depression or anxiety. You know, you're living with it, but it just is what it is, isn't it? Like, you've just got to
I want to
with
go
it.
back to something that you just said about the texts and stuff.
Yeah.
I think sometimes we put pressure on ourselves that if someone messages us, we've got to message back straight away.
Yeah.
I think sometimes you're busy or you don't feel like it. And then you feel like you have to apologise for not texting back.
Yeah,
I feel
definitely.
like we really need to nip that in the bud, like.
Yeah, we do. And I feel like you feel bad because you know it's there, and then it's putting pressure on you thinking, oh no, such and such has messaged me, say 5 hours ago.
Yeah.
Like, I feel bad that I've not messaged them back.
Yeah, but you shouldn't feel bad that you've not messaged them back.
Yeah.
Like, life.
It is. And we need to stop being so attached to our phones as well. I feel like sometimes you just need that space away from technology in general.
Do you know what I found this week that really got to me? There was a bit of a segment on This Morning
Yeah.
talking about influencers going to Dubai.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm in two minds. I think if you can get out there and get away from this horrendous weather
Yeah.
and the situation we're in, then why wouldn't you? You now have to quarantine when you come back. You have to test going, you have to test coming back.
Yeah.
I don't understand why we wouldn't try and grab some normality back. And I understand where people are coming from. Like, some people are in situations where they can't go on holiday yet,
Yeah.
but that shouldn't stop someone who can.
Yeah. Yeah.
And this girl, this influencer who's been on This Morning, has had so much hate and rubbish thrown at her the past few days. I woke up the other day in a bad mood. I've told you about that already. And straight away I went on social media and just saw loads of comments about her. And
Oh,
I thought,
gosh.
why are people so judgmental?
I don't know, honestly.
It just triggered me so much more. And then I
Yeah.
thought, oh, social media is not good for me today.
No.
I need to sign off, put my phone down,
Mm.
and just be miserable on my own.
Definitely. I think you need those social media breaks. I've had social media breaks many times over the years.
I think I dragged you back to Instagram when we started this podcast.
You did.
Like-
But I know, the thing is now I know how to sign out and sign in. I think
Yeah.
when I used to be on it, it used to be religiously, like, on it
Yeah.
every single day, all through the day. And
It's finding those boundaries, isn't it?
yeah. So that's the thing. But I feel better today, but it's just been one of them flare-ups, which a lot of people can probably relate to if they suffer from like depression or anxiety. But having this podcast and having the challenges that are being set for us, it really does help.
It's like, for me, it's so easy for me to sit here and say, oh, you should have messaged me and we could have talked it through. But sometimes you don't want to. Like,
No.
it's so difficult to talk to people.
Yeah, definitely. Sometimes I just want my me time and
Nice.
just to kind of put on Netflix and chill.
Netflix and chill on my own,
On
thank
my
you,
own, yeah.
without anyone else.
But yeah, like I said, I feel better now. But you have those flare-ups. If you are someone that suffers from any sort of mental illness, you do have those flare-ups now and again, and they can come at any moment. And it's sometimes unexplained. You can have the best news, and then you can just still be feeling not very good. So
100%.
yes,
But that's you just normalising it, which is
Yeah.
what this is all about.
definitely.
You've just normalised it. You've got up. You've carried on the next day. You've gone, right, yeah,
yeah,
put that day to bed. See you later. Felt a bit rubbish. We move.
definitely. But yeah, I want to go on to the next challenge now.
Oh, okay.
So I said to you last week, we've got a surprise.
Oh.
So this surprise,
I've been
is-
trying to get this out of you all week. I've been like, come on, just let me know. Let me know. I'm your partner.
Well, it's honestly, I've been so excited. I've really found it hard not to tell anyone. I don't know if you've seen RuPaul's Drag Race before. Have you seen it?
Yeah.
Have you?
Yeah.
There's a UK one at the moment. And there's a drag queen on it called Astina Mandela.
Right.
And she's a fitness queen. She's known as like the body queen. She's a dancer. She's amazing. She's a true inspiration. She's actually been in touch and she set us a challenge for this week.
What? She's been in touch?
Yeah, she has. So she set us a challenge, which I'm really excited about.
Sorry, what? So does she know about our podcast?
Yeah, she knows about a podcast. She wanted to set us a challenge. So she sent us one, yeah.
This is epic.
I know. I'm so excited. So she set us to do 15 minutes of Pilates each day for a week.
15 minutes?
Yeah, she's going to send us a link
nice.
for us to follow. But yeah, that's our task for the week ahead.
Oh, nice. So like she's going to send us a link so I don't need to go and start looking at Pilates instructors.
No. So she's got us... So we won't be finding another Liam Brown, unfortunately. But yeah, she's got us a link that we're going to follow. And we'll also share it with you guys as well.
Amazing.
I know, I'm excited.
I've never really done Pilates, so I like this.
Yeah.
This was the whole point of it, like finding new stuff that we've never done before.
I know, I've never done it before either. So when I seen that request, I thought, oh, okay. Like, yeah, I don't even know what it is still.
No, it's nice. It'll be good. I'm looking forward to that.
I know.
I think it'll be a nice break from running outside as well.
Definitely. So we're going to do it for a week. And then next week, Astina will come on the show and tell you guys how fitness benefited her health.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Oh, buzzing. Oh, I'm well excited.
I know. I'm excited. I love RuPaul's Drag Race.
I
absolutely
do.
love it.
They had to stop filming for a while, didn't they? I think they're back up and running, aren't they?
Yeah, and her season at the moment is out every Thursday.
Oh, nice.
But yeah, she's just left.
Oh.
But she's an amazing queen, and yeah, I'm excited to do her challenge.
Has it been on screen that she's left, or have we just put a spoiler in there?
No, she's been on screen. Oh, right. So yeah.
Kat's got all the friends. She's well connected.
Yeah.
Right, so let's go on to the peak and the pits.
Yeah, so the peak and the pit. What's your peak this week?
My peak has been, I've really enjoyed the running.
Yeah.
And I know we're going back onto it, but I've kind of got a bit of a bug for it. Like, I want to carry it on, yeah. And I know now that I'll probably try and get 3 runs in a week. I've kind of set myself a little task of...
That's good.
Yeah, I'm really enjoying it. And I think now I know that upbeat music makes you run faster. I'm going to try and get my... try and get my miles quicker.
Yeah.
So just try. So I was on about a mile every 10 minutes. Just try and get that down a bit.
Sounds good.
Yeah, that's my peak. I've really focused on that this week, and I felt good about it. So I'm gonna carry that on through this lockdown. When is this gonna end? I've had enough, me.
I don't know. I literally don't know. So keep that challenge going because we might be in this situation for a while.
I know. I'm gonna do cartwheels when I can get back in a gym.
Oh my
cartwheel my way
gosh.
into the gym.
I know. So what about your pit?
So my pit, right? And I know I've already talked about this, but
Okay.
it's been huge. I was in the worst mood, and I mean, I've not had a mood like that in, I'd say, years.
Really?
Do you know when you're just gunning for a fight? Like, anything that anyone says, I'm like nitpicking it and thinking, you mean that with that?
Like so irritated.
Irritated,
Yeah.
mood swings, snappy. I was rude. Like, I was just cutting people
Aw.
off.
Bless you.
I know. Like, but this was a day, luckily for everyone around me, I just stayed in, sat down, didn't do anything.
Yeah.
I think I walked to the butcher's, like, just to get out. And then I did my run in the evening when I finally, like, thought, sort yourself out, Jazz, this is not okay.
Yeah. A lot of people have those days, don't we? All have those days. We're not in a good mood.
I
It's
was
normal.
aggy, nasty,
Yeah.
horrible. It's
But
like this little devil had just popped out like a gremlin.
It's probably just everything built up, the tensions of being in lockdown, feeling a bit unhappy, and it's just kind of got on you.
Do you know what I was? I was a nice little gremlin, and then it was like someone had poured water on me. And I turned into them horrible little creatures that go and want to ruin everything. That's where I was at. It was awful. Locked in this flat on my own.
Oh, well, at least one filming day anyway.
I know, can you imagine? I've been sat here like, yeah, it's rubbish. My peak is this, my pit is that.
Yeah.
Awful. So
Oh.
I woke up much better the next day and apologised to everyone that I'd had a conversation with.
Oh, we've all been there.
What was your peak and pit?
So, Peak was a new series that's come out on Netflix. Well, it's season 2 of Snowpiercer. I absolutely love that. It's
Oh, I've
so
seen
good.
that. It's come up on my to watch.
Oh my God, you need to watch it.
Is it
It's so
good?
good.
What's
It's
it
really
like?
good. So I think it's like the end of the world situation again,
Oh, no.
where
We've had enough of them.
I know, where it's all like it's so cold outside, so people can't live outside anymore. So they're all on this moving train, and if the train stops, then they'll all be frozen and die. Yeah. But it's really interesting, and it shows different classes throughout society as well, because they have like the poorer, like working class at the back of the train.
So a bit like Mockingjay. What is it? The Hunger Games.
Yeah.
No?
No.
I love like the Hunger Games for like the class system.
Yeah. It's not like that, really, to be honest.
Just say, shut up, Jazz, you don't know what you're talking about, you've never seen it.
You've not seen it. But yeah, I do love that when you walk for the train, you're walking up the train, you're seeing the class difference, and it's really good, and it's how they're surviving at the end of the world.
Okay, I might give it a go.
Yeah, give it a go.
I might give it a go.
It's really good. Pitt has just been having that flare-up, bad anxiety, feeling rubbish, but, is what it is.
You're here.
I'm here.
And you're out of it.
I'm out of it.
And your Snowpiercer is still going strong.
Oh, it really is.
Do you know what I've been watching?
What have you been watching?
Married at First Sight, Australia.
I don't get how people ever do that.
Oh, Kat, you need to watch it. I'm gripped. I can't even tell you. I scream at the television.
Oh my God. Do people actually stay with these people?
Well, I'm not going to ruin anything, but I tell you what, it's knocked spots off the UK one. Like spots off it.
Oh my gosh.
It is car crash television at its finest.
Sounds good.
I nearly swore then. I nearly dropped the F-bomb.
Did you?
It's brilliant.
Oh, good. Well, I need to try it then. I'll have to try it.
Yeah. And it's like one of those, it lasts for ages. I watched loads of it the other day. I just sat there gripped.
That's what I need. When the weather's that bad and it's constantly raining, or it's going to snow this weekend.
Oh, I'm sick of snow.
I know.
It was great for like 5 minutes when you could go out and have a nice little photo shoot in the park.
I know. And then after that, you think, God's sake, when is it going to stop?
Yeah. I'm ready for spring, me.
Yeah, same. Did anyone give us any peaks and pits this
They
week?
did, actually. They did. So we had a peak and a pit from a lady called Sam.
Okay.
And Sam's peak was getting out in the snow.
Oh.
That snow that we've just been moaning about. Yeah, she said she managed to meet a friend and they just went out and enjoyed the snow, which I think is really good for us, trying to just meet that person.
Yeah.
I know we have to be socially distant, but just meeting that person outside and getting outside and enjoying it and being in the fresh air, I think it makes all the difference. But her pit is finishing Bridgerton.
Oh, I've still not watched that.
If you give it a go.
No.
I'm episode 2.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's good. I like it. It's an easy watch.
Easy watch.
You can do it whilst you're doing other stuff.
I need to watch it, I've heard good things about it, like I said.
Yeah, it is a good watch. Right, we've basically just spoken about television in this podcast. It's great. But if it's good for your mental health, then it's good for you.
Yes.
Thank you so much, guys, for listening. We really do appreciate it. Make sure that you like and subscribe.
Definitely make sure you're following us on all the socials, because it's so important to support us, guys.
Yes, definitely. And do get in touch with your peak and pits. We love to hear from you. Goodbye for now. Until next week.
See you next week.
Bye.